Hi guys, we're on the third video of this series on strategy and tactics to beat the challenge to win at root for all 4 factions against AI on Steam. We have demonstrated cats and then the alliance, so our choices are now birds or the vagabond. Let us see what comes up. So you choose local play, solo play, and we've just done the alliance, so now the random choice is between birds and the vagabond. What came up? The birds. Well, the birds have this complicated decree. A lot of people struggle with it, but my take on it is that you've got 2 choices to start with, of the viziers that is. You've got the builder and you've got the despot. Are the only 2 really to go for. I've never used this guy, and this guy you use when you've exhausted all of your men, which is the way in which you go into turmoil, is you run out of men, people to recruit. So I always go for the despot unless I've got a bird card, which I go for the builder because you can get extra points from trading, from crafting. So in this case I haven't got any bird cards, so I have to go for the despot, because you have to build roosts. And the reason why I could have gone for the builder would be that if I had a bird card I could have placed that into the roost build section of the decree. Now then, obviously they're just churning away, the AI doing its thing. I've got to decide, and by looking at it, my spot is a mouse and I've got 2 mouse cards, so this is going to be quite a good start, because what I'll do is put 1 into the recruit and 1 into the move, because I will recruit in the mouse place and then I want to move out, which will give me another move, which means I can start dominating the forest quicker and quicker. And the route, this has come out quite well. I might build out to get 1 point. The trouble is building stuff without the builder isn't so good, useful for the birds, so often it's best not to build them. But the game can be determined by 1 point, so you often think, well, shall I build it or not? But anyway, at the moment, what I'm going to do that, and then that, and then I can build it. I think I will build it to get myself an extra point. It normally would be worth 2 points, but it's only going to be worth 1. But it might mean I can get a card from the... now the question is which way to go. So you can either go to the foxes or to the rabbits. It depends what cards come up, because this game is very card dependent. So I'm going to work on the basis that I get a fox card, but we shall see. I'll move 5 across. Actually, you could move 6 across, to be quite honest. Now I think I'll leave 5, leave 2 men there. It's always worth having covering your bases with 2, and then he moves again, so he's going to move into there, because it's always good to get this spot here. And the other thing is moving 3 to leave 2 on that place there, because there's a cat there, so you've just got to be a bit careful. And if I place, now this is a very important actually point here, that the way I can lose this game is I've got to build enough mouse clearing. And if I lose this, it's very unlikely, but if I lost it, I would go into turmoil. But if I build here, then I've got 2 options for the mouse, so that's my preference. Rather than building in the fox clearing, I will go for there and see what cards I get, which is not much use. So we can see what we're going to do there. We can't put it into the recruit area, so it probably will have to go. You don't want to put it into here, because if you're going to run out of places for the rabbit clearings, and you don't want to put it in the battle, because again you're going to run out of places for the battling in the rabbit clearings. So it's probably going to go into move. In fact, I think it probably will go into move. You've got to put 1 or 2 cards into the decree every turn, so it gets more and more complicated, and the fewer cards you put in the better actually, because it means you're going to continue with your man, your vizier, for longer and longer until turmoil. So but the trouble with that is you're only recruiting 1 man a turn, But that's enough, because the birds have this particular quality where they tie in clearings. If there's an equal number, like one bird and one cat, the birds will rule that clearing. Presumably they've got overhead from the trees against the cats, I don't know. But anyway, it's I really enjoy this game. Hope you're enjoying it. We're now coming up to our turn. We've already decided what we're going to do. We're going to put that into the rabbit into the move decree, and then build in the mouse. And this time I'll have to move into actually the rabbit clearing. So that's going to go into move. Oops, what's it do? Right, I'm going to build. I could build there, but I'm going to build there, because then what I can do is move that into there for 2. Leaving one man behind, a bit of a risk, but there's no cats where you start off, so that's okay. And then that's my first move, and then I'm going to be able to move from there into, well, I can move back there, you see. It's a bit silly that, but that's what I had to do because of the rabbit. And then I'm going to move him. Actually, I could have moved here, you know. Shall move there, because I've got 2 options for the rabbits, and I'm going to build there. Yep, it's going quite well, this. So I get myself 2. Now it's a slow process for the birds, but as you put more and more in the decree and you've got more and more roosts down, you get more and more points, and finally you win the game. Now, we've been lucky, we've got 2 bird cards. Now there's another rule, which is you can only put 1 bird card into the decree, you can't put 2 birds into the decree. So what I plan to do is, when I get my bird card up first, I put it into the battle area, because that way you've got some defense against the Alliance creeping onto your territory, like up here, you see. So I'm going to put that armourer into there, and then if I've got a fox, I didn't build a fox, did I? So I can't build that, but anyway, it doesn't matter, I can carry it forward into next turn. But I'm only building 1 at a turn, so I've still got 12 left. Because the problem is, this can build up into in our maximum 4 there, but that would give you only 3 turns left. So assuming you don't lose anybody, and early on, you know, there aren't many people attacking you really. Cats are busy building up their little industrial world, and the Alliance has got his base out, and he's going to do his thing. And the Vagabond, God knows what he's doing. Where is he? Oh, he's up here, and he's bumping off the. No, he's not there. He's here, isn't he? So he's well away from you, so he's not going to cause any trouble. So that goes into there. So at least we can start the process of clearing up some of these cats. So the cats are. I need to put him in there, and then I'm going to put him into there. Do I do that? By the way, if you decide you don't want to do what you're planning to do, you can go back there and reconsider. So I've got to do a rabbit move, and I've only got 1 man there, so I couldn't go there, but I would lose, that become defenceless. So what I think I might do, and that's a good spot there. So I can make 1 move there, which would be the mouse move. So I'll do that first off, because get that out of the way, and that's going to go 1 there. I shall rule that because of the particular rule for the birds. That chap can go down to here. Again, doesn't mean and get 1 there. Now then, the question is where to go. Now the trouble is, if you do a fight against 1 man with 1 man, and he's got an ambush card, and I've got an ambush card to defend against, he could kill 2 things, which would wipe out one of your roosts. So that's not a good idea. So I think I might do there. And it doesn't matter whether he's got an ambush card or not, but he hasn't got an ambush card, so but nothing happens. No big deal. And I've got 3 spots, you see, so I'm doing really well. I'm going to build it there to get myself a fox clearing, and then hey presto, we're on to 3 points. Oh, and a fox card, 2 fox card comes up, which is nice. I'll put both of them into that fox place and start building up my army, because only having 1 a turn isn't really enough. He's coming in there. That's a bit nasty because he has only got a fox. He's got a fox base, which means that the rabbit bases and mouse bases are vulnerable. But as I said, I can afford to lose that. Although, to be quite honest, I might actually be tempted to let him blow that up because he'll catch the vagabond. Yeah, so I might be willing to sacrifice a roost because I can always build my man down here. So I don't mind if I lose that mouse clearing because I can still run this decree. Now he's giving me this card. I might put that another mouse in there and lose that, which will catch the vagabond, which will put him out of the game. So I'm only on 7. I'm trailing here a bit, but I'll put that one in there and I'll put that one in there. And now I can build that, which is really handy. And so I'm only down to 3 bird cards in the decree. So even if I go into turmoil, I'm going to be all right. So 1, 2, and 3. That's good. I'm down to 8 cards. I've got 3 there, so I've got at least, I'll say, 2 to 3 turns left before he blows up. Right, now then, I've got 1, 2 places I can go. I think I might start building up a bit of a force there now. I've got a rabbit clearing to do. I might be tempted to let him have this base. Just move one over. If I... Yeah, that's not going to work because if I don't want to avoid giving the alliance any cards. So I'm tempted to use this one here as the rabbit move. It's now making a bit of a mistake having the rabbit move. That was because I was restricted when that rabbit card came out. Often it's very card dependent in this game, as I've said before. So that goes down there. I can then move that to there, which is one up there, and then I've got my mouse move finally to dominate the centre, which is going to be really good to get a big powerful force there. So I'm going to move 3 across, leaving 2 behind, and I can fight somewhere, so I'm going to go and take that one out. And then no, I think I'm going to decline, not use it just yet, because having another man dead is actually quite handy. See, the thing is that you've got to think these through. Now you've got 9 men left, you've got 3 builds, I've definitely got 3 more turns left. So that's all done. 4 roosts. Now there we go, we're in competitive mode. And it's looking good. Yep, he's blown it up, he's got the vagabond. So while I lost the roost, it was worth hitting that vagabond dude. And also it means his bases are separate. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for him to operate. Oh, he's going to blow both places up. Oh, and he's going to be a bit of a challenger, is our alliance, because he's got 2 bases, 3 bases, and I could normally win with that. So it will be interesting to see what happens. Yep, he's coming down there. The best way to deal with him is to put I might build a lot of men there and put them into his space there. So I think I'm going to do some battling here with my brutal tactics. Can I build that? It's worthwhile having brutal tactics with the I'm going to use my card. So it's a one-off use card, so that's why I kept it behind. But the brutal tactics is a continuous card. He always gets that. He's attacking me there. Good old cats. Obviously it's on the hard setting, so you're continually being attacked by people. But that's not a problem because I've now got 4 turns left. Right, so I can afford to put a lot more into here. Might be tempted to put the brutal tactics. Can I build a brutal? Have I got? I've got 2 roofs, so I can build a brutal tactics. So what I'll do is put that one into there, and that one into there as well. No, I think 4's enough. That gives me 3 turns. I don't know. I'll just leave him behind. Build the brutal tactics. That gives me a bake sale just in case I need that. So what I'm going to do now is build 2 here. My plan is to block off, and there's me, because I lost that. I still had my protection there, and now if I move all that lot into there, my rabbit move will have to come from there into there, and I'll give him more cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to waste these moves. In fact, I'm going to move 2 down to there, and then I've got my little plan here that I've been building up to take on the cats there, and then these are going to go into there, and he's going to take my bake sale, but never mind, that's not a problem. Now then, the question is, you can't blow me up on the foxes because it's already got a fox 1 there, so I could actually move all 4 in there, which will cause them a lot of trouble. So I lose my bake sale, not a problem. I've got my 1 battle, which is going to be here. I'm going to see how much damage I can do to this guy. Yep, give him an extra point, but at least I can start whittling down the rabbit, the cats there. And then I'm going to build here, which causes them the maximum problems. 4 and 19 points. I'm now in the 15. Yeah, so I'm still a little bit trailing, but it's the birds, because I can keep this one going for 2 more turns. I should maybe win in 2 turns. I don't know. Because he's got 3 bases, he's in a good position actually. I might have to take out one of his bases. Now first, that Vagon was useful. He'd go in and sort out the alliance, but he's not going to do that. Now the trouble with taking on the alliance here, which is what I want to do, is because of the way the dice work, he gets the highest dice, in which case I could lose a lot, because if he gets, it's like a 3-0, he could wipe my guys out. So I'm a bit reluctant to do that. I was rather hoping he'd attack me, but he's not. Instead I've just got this. Oh, this would be interesting to see what happens here. He's even taken 1 my man, because there's going to be a lot of points there. So if I can get more men down there, build here and go down there, that's my best option. And actually now I'm going to be a bit cheeky, because the game's getting and that goes there. And the reason why I've done 5 here is that I've got 2 turns, but basically the game's going to be finished in 5 turns. So this will build a nice big pile of men to come in and take this thing out here, because I want to get the points from this. And I can build there, so I've got my roost sorted now then. So this guy is going to go down there. So this is what I was funneling them through down here, through this rabbit into here. And then I'm going to build some guys down from here. If you're watching, I'm not giving the alliance any cards because he's a big risk, and he's going to have a struggle a little bit because there we go. And then I've got 2 hits against this guy, and of course it's very there's dice and all sorts. Ooh, yeah, I think I'm going to give him an extra point. He's not a problem. He's going to be knocked out with that, and then the next hit, it depends on the dice and the cards, so you can never be sure what's going to happen. And then I'm going to hit him again. So I think, you know, the cat's going to have a struggle, but the alliance are the main opposition here. So but I don't think he can 3, so basically I don't need to hit him again because I've got all 3. That's it. So that should give me 22 points, and then I build my roost. Actually, I can build it there. And 4 roost, 26. So I'm going to win next turn. That's why I said I could. And I've got 6 men left, and I've got 5 to build. So I'm not going to go into turmoil. So basically, I haven't gone into turmoil. And this guy can't get up many points because he can't use his men to go to bases, because he's already filled those up with sympathizers. So he's done it there. Yes, that's the only place he can go actually. So he's blocked off. The vagabond is still messing around, still hasn't. Well, the trouble is he can do. The AI does like to play the quests, and you can get a lot of points from those. So it's a bit of a risk, but he's not really done very well. But I'm going to win next turn because I can run this decree, and hey presto, I'm going to get 5 points at the end. So that's a win. So I don't have to do anything other than make sure I've got somewhere to build, and there's the place to build. And I haven't going to fall apart because I've run out of men. So it doesn't matter giving him cards or what have you, because the game's all over. So 6, I can just be cheeky and do yeah, go on. So it doesn't make any odds. So then I'm going to do that. In fact, you see, then I can build that. It's just 1 point away from a win, but I'm going to have to run the entire decree to get those few points at the end. So it's a win well over the place. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to do some moves. I'm going to move 2 there, 2 there, move him down to there, doing the usual run around, doesn't make on any odds what I do. See, basically I'm so far ahead that I can mess around doing nothing here. And I've got to make sure I've got 2 battles to fight, because that's easy. So I can go there and just, why not put 6 in there and knock out these things? But of course, you know, I could just do 1 battle there and win the game, just off knocking out these sympathizers. No, I'm not going to give him a point, but it doesn't make any odds because the game's won. And then the next one, there you go, 30 points, won. Good, there you go, that's the birds for you. Basically, you don't want to go into turmoil, and the one that stops you, the biggest worry about your turmoil is running out of men. So you've got to be very careful how many ones you recruit. So early on, you're going to have fewer troops on the board, but with clever use of the move options, you can often get through to the place where you don't go into turmoil. So there you go. Hopefully you're enjoying these ones. So we've just got the vagabond to do. So see you next time.